Welcome to The Price of Freedom, a Star Wars fan film Meet the Team series, part 3 of the VFX chat, where we talk about AI, how it's affected their careers, what they've learned so far, and where we see it fitting in within our world. And I'll be honest, not much. If you've got any experience with AI, do comment down below. We'd love to be educated and learn, and maybe you can help someone else on their journey. It's a tool, it's here, it's not going anywhere, but let's see how the guys feel it's affecting them. Enjoy. So when I started this, I was on my own before Neil got involved, and we built a production team and got everyone on board. Very happy I'm not on my own anymore. But I did use, to try and conceptualize some of the visuals, some AI images and AI video. And I was so impressed, and I thought, wow, this could be great. But then I quickly realized it's not perfect, there was no consistency, and you really, it's a nice tool, it's a nice storytelling method, but it wasn't really something that was good for the final film, hence going to professionals that we found here today. But do you guys collectively, I'll start with Adam at the end. Do you have an opinion on AI, how it's affected your education and how it might affect your career going forward?
So it's weird because back when we started uni, it was that really crappy Will Smith eating the spaghetti stuff, and you never thought it was going to be anything good. But then while we were at uni, it's like we go away for summer between the first and second year, and we come back and suddenly it's just like 10 times more realistic, and it's like, whoa, that was only 3 months we were out of uni for, and it's gotten that good. And then over this whole time, like when we finished, it's just like with the new Sora model, it's getting really realistic, and it is quite scary, you know. Like,
but it from my outside experience, it's sort of something that's not a threat to your job yet.
At the moment, it's sort of getting to the point where it's getting closer and closer to that mark.
Yeah.
The more you have control over it, the more it will sort of be threatening. Because the main point with AI at the moment, why it's not used, not other than the fact that it's like unethical and all that stuff, but you can't control the minute details. Mm-hmm. Whereas with us, you could tell us, oh, can we move the foot of the act dog like a centimetre that way, and that's easy enough to do. And
you also, as humans, as Star Wars fans, you know what looks good rather than being told what to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nick?
I think with AI, it can only ever imitate. It can never sort of like create.
Doesn't innovate.
It's not going to ever like innovate or like be better than people working their asses off doing it. My only thing is that it's a lot cheaper, a lot easier, and it's just gonna. I think it will slowly like phase in. There'll be some films that are just using AI only, some films that aren't, and I feel like most people will just think. After a while, you'll get sick of seeing the same like sort of AI. You sort of be able to. You can always notice it, like just how it's like set up. There's no like personality in it. But I think at the end of the day, there will always be compositors and animators, even if it's using AI footage, using or like putting it together and sort of speeding up processes.
That human polish as well.
Yeah. And also, there's a lot of like good AI tools that just speed up really like boring and like tedious processes, like especially like rotoscoping. But there is an entire department who do that sort of thing. So it is slowly taking people's sort of jobs, which is not ideal if it gets bigger.
Yeah, it's going to get to a point where you're just seeing the same sort of stuff coming out. So I do hope that VFX roles for real people are still going to exist, and they'll be even more valuable. They might be a bit more scarce. I don't know. I was just thinking in my head about like stop motion animation versus computer animation, and we still have stop motion films, and they're amazing.
This would be like Wallace and Gromit is the example that pops into my head.
Definitely a lot rarer because they are a lot more expensive, but they are around.
I'm not sure if VFX is going to go that way made by people, but I do feel that there will always be jobs.
Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah.
Steve, AI affected your job or your career at all?
I think really I'll just expand on what everyone's already said. Like to me, AI can seem scary because it is, creating images, and it has developed so quickly and got pretty good. But I don't think it's going to completely replace the human impact and the creativity that can be provided in that aspect. I think it's exciting to use it in an aspect of speeding up more mundane workflows, because all that does is give us as artists more time to be creative. And I think that's where it should be used, and we should capitalize on that. I think when people start trying to use it to create images from scratch and actually like use it in a creative way, you do lose that the human aspect of it. And I think just like the guys have already said, like when clients then have tweaks or anything, it's so much harder to do, and you can't keep a consistent look between things at the moment. That might change. I don't think for now it's massively impacting. It definitely is having a small impact. The whole world of visual effects has really it's really like slowed down and really reduced as a whole, but I don't think AI is the main thing to blame in that aspect. I think there definitely are other things that have been happening in the film industry that have impacted that more.
No, it makes sense. But there's so many tools now which are in the hands of the layman, for example. Like in my journey of making this film and editing and whatnot, I've been exposed to technologies of things I thought would take me weeks to learn, let alone finesse. And yet some of the recent tools, DaVinci Resolve stands out, has made that process so much easier. Even just transitions which look professional and slick were out of my reach 10 years ago, and now it's here for the layman. But we'll still need professionals like yourselves to give that the quality and the push and the finesse that we need.
And I've got to be honest, like I've not really delved into many AI tools myself. Maybe I'm feeling like a little bit old school in that sense. Like I still like to, try to do the things from scratch. But I think where it is super useful is I know Nuke now has some tools which are more. I guess I see them more as like machine learning, where you input the parameters, you can set reference frames to nail a look that you want. Let's say beginning, middle, and end of the shot, and then it will just fill in those blanks. But you're still ultimately the one that's deciding that vision and creating that image.
Wow. Well, it's not going to take anyone's jobs just yet. Who knows? But we're pushing ahead ourselves on the human touch. And Star Wars fans, this is by the fans for the fans. I keep saying that, and this is what we're doing here with this team. Well, thanks very much for the guys. Thanks very much for you for watching. Do like and subscribe and all that stuff. But if you've got any inputs or advice, comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. All right, we'll see you in the next one.